You think people are gonna believe I'm actually canceling the show when I'm barely gaining momentum? Welcome to On My Mind, the podcast featuring yours truly, Michael Martinez. So last week, Ariel joined us for a fun little episode where we criticized modern slang, told each other terrible jokes, and answered some questions. So check that episode out if you haven't already. This week, we are not only joined by Ariel again, but by the homie Max as well. So how's it going, guys?
Hey.
Yeah, and if you guys want to submit topics for me, if I guess to talk about in a future episode, make sure to fill out that form in the description. It's anonymous and simple to fill out, as the only question on there is, what do you want us to talk about? I don't know, it's just like some great way to have some audience interaction. And you can also follow our Instagram at Instagram and Twitter at OMM the podcast. Links are in links are in the description, of course. And if you enjoy listening to the podcast every week, why not subscribe? I upload new episodes every Friday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And with that being said, I don't really have much else to explain, and to be honest, I'm not even sure if we're ready for this. From wonders of technology to the toxic cancel culture, we present to you On My Mind. But I guess first of all, we should introduce our guest, Max, who is the artist behind the background logo that you see in the beautiful video.
Hey.
It's pretty epic. And I don't know. So I told my brother, who is supposedly an artist. I say supposedly because the thing came out pretty trash. Not gonna lie. Um, but I mean, I guess I'll pop it up on the screen right now. But anyway, so I showed Max this design, and then I asked him if he can like digitalize it or vectorize. I don't know, whatever was the word that Max used. Um, and yeah, I mean, he got it done, and the thing like came out really cool. So that was Max. He's actually featured in like the bottom of every video. I don't know if you guys have seen that in the description. Um, yeah, but also Max is like an epic gamer. You know, this man loves the game, and
Yeah.
I remember. Why are you guys laughing? Jeez. Hold on, no, okay, wait, hear me out. So Max, I remember you had a list of like games you wanted to complete, and I kind of wanted a little update on that. How's it going
Oh,
with
those
that?
are ones I've completed actually.
Oh crap, you're right.
I can find the list for you right now.
Oh damn. All I remember is this was a pretty long list. Um, but yeah, so while I guess Max gets that, he is like like I don't know, a gamer. Is that like the title? That's yes. I'm not much of a gamer myself. The only game I play is Pokemon.
There's a lot of background noises going on.
I mean, that's fine. Uh, Actually, it's not. Sorry if you're listening and this is whack, but you know what? I'm just a 17-year-old kid. Leave me alone. I ain't no
Did
professional
you
yet.
know that a kid is an actual term for referring to a baby goat?
Yes, I did know that.
Interesting.
Indeed.
So
Well,
I'm not sure where it is.
oh, you know what? Nah, I might cut it out. And if you're listening to this on like YouTube, I'm just lazy. I'm sorry. Anyway, but I guess the thing that like is really cool about Max is like his name. I don't know if you want to tell us your full epic name.
It's Maximus Decimus Meridius Elder. But I've been thinking recently of changing my last name from
Ooh.
Elder to like I want to also put my mom's last name on top of that, which would be Dash Manrique.
Wait, so you have this like awesome name. I mean, not to like downplay your mom's name, of course, but I mean like you have this epic like thing, and then you have that last little bit. That's smart. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. But yes, so that is our guest Max today, and he is here to talk to us about just the technology, peer pressure, cancel culture. But we'll get to that later on in the episode. The first question I kind of did want to ask you guys, and I think I know some like Ariel's answers already because we kind of discussed it last episode. But I did want to ask you, Max, what inspires you the most?
I don't really know because it depends on like what aspect I think because they're like artists that would inspire me. People like Pope Phoenix.
Wait, what?
That's his name. It's honestly really badass.
Right?
Aonami, she's really good too. I love how she does her backgrounds. But also like how Pope Phoenix does his like vectors. I can send you one of his images actually.
I might pop it up onto the episode right now. Maybe, I don't know. Free promotion from a 20 subscriber channel. Let's go.
Yeah, there's a link.
All right, thanks. I'll check that out after the episode. So okay, so let's say I don't know, like there's not like a general like inspiration, maybe like an idol or like just like something that drives you to do the things that you do. Or are there any like things that you do like big projects? I mean, I have this podcast. Um, I mean, not to like, never mind. I don't know. Just yes.
I don't really have this one like singular person except maybe James Baldwin because I watched this movie I Am Not Your Negro and that's basically his memoir
Yeah.
and he was honestly like a really interesting figure from the character from the civil rights movement in the 1960s.
Of course.
And I know for what's it? I remember Haney asked us for some like inspiring quote, and I used one of his. Like, not everything that is faced can be challenged, but nothing can be challenged until it's faced.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. So I guess so. Him, yeah.
That's pretty cool. Of course, I've never heard of him. But I mean,
That's sad though. He was a really interesting figure that everyone should know.
I don't know, Ariel, have you heard of this guy?
No, I have not.
Okay.
That's sad. All Black history they teach you is like MLK and that's it.
Damn, Max ranting about the education system. You know this is gonna be a good episode. But yeah, no, wait, what was his name? James Baldwin?
Yep.
All right, cool. So yeah, I mean, honestly, like I know that you're like a really good like computer person. You know, I mean, you did do the art, which honestly, I'm pretty impressed. Not gonna lie. Like when you first showed me it, I fell in love with it immediately, and I knew that I was gonna use it in every episode. Um, and yeah, no, it was actually it came out pretty good. I mean, trust me, when you see my brother's design, like you know what I mean. But I mean, yeah, no, it came out really good. But I mean, like, I just know that like it's just crazy how like, or I had you for computer science. You know, with Miss Beeman. You know, shout out to that class. That was pretty fun. And Kai was also in that class too. You know, I probably should have brought Kai onto this episode, but oh well.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Next time.
yeah. So like, I sat next to Max when we created our apps for the class. I created a trivia app, and this man created a game. It was like a knockoff Link
Oh,
or Legend of Zelda.
kind of.
It was pretty cool. Hard
I can't wait
hard
to
as
play
hell.
it.
Like I just gotta say that it's like really insane just how
Oh yeah.
the difficulty curve on it. But you know, it's pretty solid, and he helped out a lot of the kids or a lot of the students. I don't know why calling everyone a kid this episode. And like you know, he's just good with computers, and yeah, I don't know. Like, where would we be without technology, you know? And like,
Honestly.
like I don't know if I know Ariel's in this episode, but he hasn't said a word except he doesn't know James Baldwin. And but I mean, I always bring this up every now and then, and it's because I'm just salty that I didn't get like into this internship because of the virus. But at JPL, they're doing this new Mars thing to replace Curiosity. It's called Perseverance, I think, and it's basically going to be like their whole new Mars exploration. And I feel like if I had gone to work there, like I would have contributed. I think I don't know what they would have had me do, but you know, apparently that thing keeps on getting delayed due to technical difficulties. It was supposed to be out, it was supposed to launch on July 17th, but then it got delayed not once, not twice, but like three times, and now the date is to be July 30th. So that's something to look forward to, I think. As a I don't know science nerd person over here. Um, and then also I'm currently taking summer school, and I'm taking Spanish, And not gonna lie, Google Translate's totally carrying me in that class. Not that like I don't know what the teacher's saying. It's just that like it helps me because I'm one of those people who like understand Spanish. Like if you talk to me in Spanish, I'll know exactly what you mean. But then when it comes to me having to talk Spanish to other people, or I have to use my own vocabulary, I mean it is the same as like a 6 year old, like so it's like terrible. So just having Google Translate helps me like say what I want to say. And yeah, I don't know. Technology's cool.
Well,
I
I don't really have.
mean,
Oh, Max, do you want to go first?
well, I do like technology, especially like doing digital art instead of say traditional,
Yeah.
because of things like Photoshop, and it allows me to like edit images that wouldn't be possible in traditional art.
Oh yeah, for sure. Dude, honestly, the only thing I remember about Photoshop was the magnetic lasso. That thing came in clutch, dude.
Yeah.
Ariel, you were gonna say something before you rudely interrupted Max.
I really, I did. But one thing I can think right now that's carrying me in terms of technology is our Lord and Savior, Sal Khan. Maybe you've heard of him.
Oh,
No.
you don't know who Sal Khan is?
Nah.
Really?
Hold on, no,
How do you
he
spell his
knows who
name?
he is. He knows who he is. He doesn't recognize the name, but he knows who he is. You've heard his voice. You know exactly who it is if you've been on
Khan Academy.
khanacademy.com.
Oh my
That's his
goodness.
name.
His name isn't Khan Academy.
No, but he's the founder, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I've been using Khan Academy teaching myself subjects that I'm going to be taking next year,
Like?
and calculus, chemistry.
Whoa.
And one underlying motivation that drives me to do that is to be the smartest in the class and to form an elite. First, to become the smartest, make people want to come to me for help, only to reject them, but accepting some people in order to form a small, select group that runs the classroom. Pretty much like a monopoly.
But on Tutor Me.
Yes.
I see you. Okay. Ariel's gonna be making big plays coming our
Yeah.
senior year. That is if we
Make a
have a
flex.
senior year. Um, but I mean, yeah, no, that's cool. Another thing that's kind of been like, or actually, Apple recently announced their new update coming to iPhones on the iOS 14. Um, yeah, not gonna lie, I've always been an Android person, like my whole life, right? Never had an Apple product at all. But after seeing this update, now that like the home screen is gonna get more complicated, and they're gonna include like the app drawer, and it's not gonna be whack. Um, because it's like the whole point of like I don't even know where I was going with this. So the whole thing that like really I liked about the Android is that like the customizability, if that's a word. Um, where I can like actually like fully customize my home screen and what I have and everything. And I mean like all the iPhone users really had were folders, like that's it. But I mean like I have all this like stuff. I mean my home screen is very organized, because I'm kind of a freak when it comes to that. But yeah, now that feature that has been on Android for like ever is finally coming to Apple, or the iPhone, and not gonna lie, it's pretty attractive. I might want to switch over, but I'm too poor, so hopefully this podcast becomes a source of income. I'm kidding. The whole like Android versus iPhone, it's all kind of it's complicated because I mean everyone knows iPhones are better. Like I'm gonna be upfront about it. They clearly are the superior product. I mean Androids do have some things going for them, but they kind of lack in some qualities as well. Or maybe it's just my phone that sucks.
Yeah.
What, you want to flex, Max, or what? What's up?
I mean, my phone's alright.
Yeah, no, I mean I obviously like to be exaggerated and sarcastic, In case those people who are oblivious like don't know. But yeah, I mean the whole point is I kind of fell. Um, or I mean like I've always never like wanted to get an iPhone, and even with all the peer pressure kind of as everyone has an iPhone, I'm not gonna jump on that bandwagon fallacy. It's like, oh, everyone has an iPhone, I should get one too. Um, yeah, I learned something in Heaney's class. Uh, but damn, I kind of feel like I'm just talking to myself. I'm not gonna lie. um, okay, the whole point is I'm not gonna fall under the peer pressure to jump over to that new iPhone, but with that new update, it's looking kind of attractive, and I'm kind of leaning towards it, but nothing yet. But I do want to talk about peer pressure though, because that is something that everyone has struggled with, including me, and I still kind of struggle with it today. But I don't know. I feel like peer pressure can be a good thing and a bad thing. If you kind of just actually, I mean, peer pressure is known to be like a negative thing, but there can be some positive like reinforcement from your peers. I don't know. What do you guys think?
But Michael, saying don't fall under peer pressure is peer pressure.
Oh my goodness.
You know what, Max? I'm gonna have to ask. I'm gonna have to ask you to leave. Yeah. Damn. Okay, you got me there. Not gonna lie, you got me there. No, but seriously, like, what do you guys think?
I'm just waiting for Max to go.
Really? I mean, like, I guess it's mainly a bad thing to do, like, because you're being pressured into doing something you don't want to do. But I suppose it also could be used well for things like, don't do drugs.
Yeah, I mean the peer pressure from all those red wristbands that you get a free Slurpee from 7-Eleven. Oh man, isn't that great peer pressure? Really spreading a positive message. Yeah. No, I mean, yeah, of course. You can wait. Actually, Ariel, I feel like you should say something.
Oh, well, at least I think for most people, including me, they think of peer pressure as something bad in the sense that it's someone trying to push you towards the wrong thing to do, like, say, drugs or alcohol. But again, I think it could be used to better yourself, because interventions sort of remind me as peer pressure, where a group will just sit down with one person that has a problem and try to push them towards a better way of living, like someone that's an alcoholic or something.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Well, I mean, yeah, but I mean, of course, peer pressure is more of a bad thing, I would say. But I mean, it does have its good aspects. It is important to always look at both sides of the argument and then make an overall decision. Um, but yeah, actually, I've had many experiences where I fell under peer pressure. A lot of the times it got me in trouble, and some of the times, I mean, it wasn't as bad, but I mean, it's just it can really, yeah, it can really get you sometimes. Um, so like personally for me, I actually fell under peer pressure to get Instagram, um, because hold on, so this is quite the story. So in band, we have like each instrument is their own section, right? So I play clarinet, and so our clarinet kind of section uh, decided to make a group chat to pretty much organize like practice schedules and stuff like that. And so we all exchanged numbers, and keep in mind that like this time I didn't have any form of social media. I mean, I wouldn't even count Twitter because no one uses that, but like that's the only thing I had. I'm talking about like not having Instagram or Snapchat, which are like the two big ones. Um, but yeah, so we all exchanged numbers and everything, and lo and behold, I'm the only person in the entire clarinet section, which is like 10 people. I'm the only person who did not have an iPhone. Um, so that I got a couple of complaints. They were like, "Hold on, why are my text bubbles green? What is this? You?" I don't get what you iPhone people have against that, dude. It's just a text or bubble color, whatever. Jeez. But anyway, and another complaint was that they couldn't name the group chat. And so instead you just had all the contacts names like as the group chat pretty much title. And then they would I like this burned the most. They said they told me, "Hey Michael, are we really gonna have to text you through the Google Classroom comments?" Yeah, I mean, it got that bad. And so I was just like, you know what, fine. And then instead of getting an iPhone, I actually got Instagram because it had many of those features that we were pretty much lacking. And that's basically the entire reason why I even got an Instagram in the first place. It was just to kind of like, well, I mean, it was all pretty much peer pressure, essentially. And but I don't know. I still don't even like use Instagram other than to like text or to promote the podcast on my story. But like that's all I use Instagram for. Like I don't use social media like at all. I just don't have the time for it, honestly. I have other stories that are much more drastic. One time peer pressure got me suspended for a week.
Nice.
Well, that's a story for another day. I don't know. Do you guys have any like experiences where like peer pressure got you like bad?
Oh, I have one. This was a couple years ago. It was one of my friends' quinceañera, but she was actually turning 16, but they didn't do it on her 15th birthday.
Yeah.
And I'm cringing just thinking of the story. But point is, she didn't have anyone to dance at this one point at the party.
I like
So
where
my
this is
family
going.
pressured me. Oh my! I can think of another instance where I was peer pressured into dancing. But in this instance, I was peer pressured to dance with her for one song, and I don't remember what the song was, but I am not a dancer. You know, there are two people in this world: people that dance and people that don't. I'm one of the people that don't dance, so I didn't know what to do. And there was like a cameraman there recording me, and behind the camera, I just look at him. He's giving me instructions of what to do, and I do it. And oh my goodness, that was a very hard day, and that felt like the longest dance ever.
Yeah, I'm not one to dance either. I've also been pressured to dance. But I mean, you don't just go to a high school dance and not dance. So yeah, I kind of walked myself right into that one. But I don't know. What about you, Max?
Oh, I remember this time. At my old house, me and my friends decided to climb the roof, climb onto my roof, and then I got my mom mad at me. And I only really went because I didn't really want to go, but they kind of peer pressured me into going up there. And then I later got in trouble with my mom.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you got peer pressure to like jump off.
No.
No, anyone else? Is that just me? Okay. Um, but yeah, I don't know. Uh, sure, there are. I honestly like. I'm over here vouching. Peer pressure can be good, and then I can't think of a time where I was peer pressure to do something good. Um,
Oh,
but
Michael, are you doing drugs right now? No. See?
you don't know that. I'm just kidding. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I gotta be 100% transparent. I'm not. um.
You're canceled.
Yeah, no.
Oh man. All right, we're gonna go into this. Right. So pretty much, yes, I would get canceled for saying something stupid like that on a podcast episode. And you know what? Cancel culture in a whole is pretty much just peer pressure, but like on a whole new level. And whew, so everyone knows what cancel culture is, right? I mean, I don't have any boomers in the audience, right?
Hey, Mike.
Yeah.
I don't know what cancel culture is.
You're really gonna okay. So yeah, me neither, Max.
I know. Wait, no.
Care to explain?
Oh my god. Okay, so cancel culture is when somebody says something that can be perceived as problematic, and then a bunch of people say from a mob and start like attacking them on like social media sites like Twitter or Instagram,
Ooh, Twitter.
and then they have to like apologize for something they did.
Yeah, it's thank you, Max, for totally carrying that thing. Yeah, but no, cancel culture is, I think it's straight up toxic. Like it's just, I mean, I get the intention, right? I mean, like it's, trying to find justice, quote unquote, for like someone's wrongdoings and stuff. Because I mean, people have been canceled for like pretty bad things, like being racist or uh, this, yes, wow, or for being like a sexual predator or something like that, So it's like I understand that part, but like the way it's done and just like the kind of the like, I don't know. I don't know. I just think it's bad. Like it's pretty bad. Um, I do have a little instance that happened recently among the Pokemon community over Twitter, of course, which is known for being super toxic. I mean, like the what do you call it? The social media app Twitter. I don't know how many tweets I've seen where it's all like, "Sorry guys, I'm gonna take a break from Twitter. It's too much right now." I've seen countless of those. Um, but anyway, so in the Pokemon community a couple years ago, there's like this whole thing about a dude named Decatur, and I mean, he was just some dude. He was like friends with the guys I used to watch in the Pokemon community, or I mean, I still watch them, but like Decatur totally fell off the face of the earth. But anyway, so he was accused of being a sexual predator towards like young girls who were not legal or like of legal age, and I think I don't know. This happened like a long time ago. It happened at PAX 2018, which is known to bring up a lot of drama among certain communities, especially the Pokemon community. Like honestly, who knew the Pokemon community would have so much drama? It's crazy. But anyway, so he was accused of being the sexual predator, and he basically got canceled, and like they totally kicked him off the community, and like he like I don't think anyone's heard from him since like 2 years ago. But anyway, last week there was a prominent influencer among the community. I think her name was Jubilee Blaze, and she tried to take down one of my favorite YouTubers, Vinny or Original 151, just by saying that like her whole reasoning or like her whole logic with her tweet that she sent out was basically that because Vinny was friends with this guy, like he was associated, but like Decatur was like really low key about it, and literally like none of his friends knew until the allegations came out, and then like along with the truth, and like including Vinny, like he didn't know. It's honestly like pretty stupid, and I get it. I'm biased, but I mean like I just feel like cancel culture can sometimes be just attention seeking, and like it kind of ruins the deal of like, or it ruins the point of like trying to find justice. You're just trying to attack people at this point, and it's like, I mean, she got a bunch of backlash because like the whole deal was pretty much like done, and she decided to bring it up again, like who knows why. But yeah, she ended up like blocking or like privating her Twitter account or something, and then she basically canceled herself. But yeah, that's pretty whack, and that actually leads to something that I wanted to say. Shane Dawson is a very, very, very elite like YouTube influencer, I would say. He's pretty big in followers and stuff. Yeah, he kind of just got canceled recently for some weird things that people just don't do or say. And I actually have a thread on Twitter of just some of the kind of weird stuff that he did. And some of it, I mean, it's mostly about sexualizing young children. And it's I don't know, dude. See, when it comes to things like this, I mean, I get it. Like this is like totally canceled. How do I say this? Like this
Worthy.
is something that you,
Worthy, yeah.
yeah, cancel worthy. There, yeah. Um, But I mean, like, oh my god, like this one is just this was disturbing. It's him. I can't even say this. But let's just say
Say,
that
Michael.
I'm not gonna say it. No. But yeah, that happened, and I'll probably put the link in the description for you guys to check out the thread at your own. I'm just gonna give you guys a warning. It is kind of weird. But yes. So like Shane Dawson, basically, I mean, he would do weird stuff. Like he would say that what was it that he would Google like naked babies and like I don't know like on purpose. I don't know what the hell. Um, See, the whole thing with this is that like there are some things that like are cancel worthy. Like I mean, pedophilia for one is like a certain thing for sure. But I mean, there are some not excusable, but kind of. Oh, I gotta say the right words here. um, that I don't know. Someone take over for a bit. Let me think.
So, cancel. I can think of one instance. Well, I wouldn't really call it cancel culture, but it is just attacking in a sense. So, Michael, you know the openly Republican person
Oh
I've
yeah.
mentioned before?
Yeah.
Um, a couple weeks ago, he posted something on his story, um, trying to cancel the Democratic Party, and it was basic. Hold up, let me pull this up. Max, talk about it.
I don't know.
I found this thing. Basically, he was trying to paint. So you know that Democrats previously were majority members of the KKK and whatnot. Basically, the post said Democrats then burned down historic churches, wore masks to hide their shame, destroyed black-owned businesses, and Democrats now, it essentially said that they were doing the same, but regarding the Black Lives Matter movement. He tried to cancel the Democrat Party. Basically, what I messaged him was, I don't know if you know this person. I'm not going to say his name, but maybe I might. But the Democrats back then were the Southerners that hated African Americans, so it's fair to say that they mainly make up the Republican Party now. So it's sort of silly, in my opinion, to make this argument when the Democrats in the different time periods have different values. It's easy to make the Democratic Party look bad when you take history from the past without knowing the context. And also went on, but there's also goes into the evolving culture.
Right. Yeah, I mean, I agree with Ariel. You can't just like take things out of context, which is what I was kind of trying to say earlier, where like some things are excusable, or some. Or, see, I still can't come up with how to say it exactly, but the point is, culture changes, like society changes over time, and like taking something like out of context from like 10 years ago to attack someone now, like that's what I mean is like kind of stupid to do, and I think that's like the toxic part of it because I'm one of those people who believe people can change, and like maybe they did something that was stupid, 10, 15 years ago or whatever. Um, and like I honestly like I mean sure it's like cancel them, I mean if you want, I don't know. Um, but I mean that was in the past, and of course it was taken out of context because of course um, I don't know, like I guess those jokes were more socially like acceptable at the time, So it's kind of like over time, society has become more woke, and especially now we're like at our peak, huh? Um, and it's just like I don't know. I think that's what makes it like so toxic for me is when I see like, oh wow, he said something racist 15 years ago, like therefore he's racist. Like that, like what? Okay. I don't know. Max actually showed us, or he prompted us a video, which I guess I can also leave in the description that pretty much talks about this. Um,
Mm-hmm.
and it basically kind of went over like the cancel culture in general, just to kind of like inform ourselves before we started this episode. And clearly, none of us are informed. Um, but that's just what this episode. I mean, that's what this podcast is. It's just a bunch of dumb kids who like don't know what they're saying, trying to sound smart. Um, yeah. And so it's like I guess my whole point here is that just like how culture can evolve and like how Ariel said, values like shift over time. I feel like that can happen with people as well. I mean, heck, the reason the or the reason that the society changes is because the people change. And so like I feel like as long as you learn from your mistakes, like even though you get canceled, like that's gonna happen, sure, but as long as I don't think it's gonna destroy you, honestly. Um, but it's just crazy how like toxic the cancel culture can be. Like just how desperate and like how much of a reach like people will go just to try to like destroy someone's career. Like that to me just doesn't make that much sense. But I don't know. That's just me.
I'm sort of gonna disagree with you when you said that people are becoming more woke. I wouldn't say that's the right word. In my opinion, I think woke should be substituted with sensitive, and rightfully so because of all that's been going on with George Floyd. And again, back then things were like some of the jokes, like for example, Jenna Marbles, who did the blackface videos. It was acceptable. Well, not totally acceptable, but they were tolerable at the time. And oh shoot, where are they going with this? But yeah, jokes like those were funny. I mean, that's what stand-up pretty much was, where someone would make fun of like a race or an ethnicity, a gender, and so people are okay with that. And lately, people have just gotten more sensitive about it. And I'm not saying they're wrong to be, but
sometimes a joke is just a joke.
Yeah, I think people need to learn to take a joke.
Right, but I mean, sure, some jokes are a little bit like borderline and insensitive. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Um, I mean, like okay, going back to what you said about that one uh outspoken Republican who tried to cancel the Democrats. There's actually a quote that Logan Paul said in his like latest episode. He said, "If you're gonna cancel someone, you better make damn sure that you've never made a mistake in your life. Because when you point one finger, three point right back." And honestly, I couldn't agree with this more. I mean, see, it's just crazy how like people are so willing to like cancel other people, and like it's like, oh, you did this, like and that's bad, and you're a bad person. And then like I don't know, just kind of take a look at yourself. It's like, have you done any of these things that are like mildly related? It just happens that these like big old celebrities and influencers were kind of pretty much caught on camera doing it. And I feel like that's the main difference. And it's just crazy how like the internet allows you to do this. To it basically allowed cancel culture to be a thing. Um, and I don't know, I kind of don't like that.
I mean, yeah, that's like because of the anonymity you can have of the internet.
Oh yeah.
So it allows you to point the finger without anyone without anyone pointing back.
Yes. So anyway, on my mind, will get canceled. I have a feeling. I feel like one day or one episode, we're gonna say something that like, I mean, obviously sarcastic and as a joke. I mean, like that's just who I am. Um, and I feel like a lot of my friends are like that too. But I just feel like one day, in the future, I don't know how long, into the future, but just one day, someone is gonna come and grab a out of context clip of something we said. I mean, probably as a joke, but I mean, like they're gonna grab that clip and they're gonna try to use it to cancel us, and therefore, on my mind, is canceled. I can already see
I feel
that.
like you can actually cancel me.
What?
I feel like you can cancel
Oh wait,
me.
I do. I
Do you
can.
remember?
It's still in my notes. Yes.
Well, do it? No.
Okay. I mean, if Ariel gives me permission, I'll do it.
No, I mean you could put it in the chat just so Max can see it.
All right,
All right.
so freshman year.
Oh,
Freshman
you're
year.
actually gonna say it?
Ariel was my best friend then.
Then? Oh.
I mean, now he's like he's so freshman year. Um, I think it was during lunch. We used to hang out in my AP Human Geography AP Human Geography teacher's classroom. There you go. And I think I asked him because okay, so the whole point was that
Because
I wanted to
oh,
see. I wanted to
I'm trying to
see.
interrupt you, trying to justify myself.
Hold on, no, I know. I'll give you your chance. Hold on, but um, okay, yes, I should probably preface we were obviously just joking and having a good time, right? Um, but it's because I wanted to see, if I were to search up a particular job or career, like what kind of people would come out in in Google Images, and so I asked Ariel. I asked him, Ariel, give me a stereotypical black job.
First of all, we were in a history class. I was thinking about history,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
is that it? Am I canceled?
I mean, I haven't said anything yet, but his
Yeah.
response was, "Holy crap! Sorry, my brother just interrupted, and we're back in the episode. We're good." But the point is, Ariel's canceled, and and it's documented. I have it documented in my notes, and that's gonna be cancel culture for you. I don't know. I guess the overall verdict, cancel culture is toxic and unnecessarily like exaggerated, and yeah, I don't know. Yeah, I just don't think it's a thing people should have because it does take a toll on people, like on the person getting canceled. Um, as I'm sure it would affect them like mentally, if anything. Um, but yes, I don't know. Like before we wrap up, do you guys just like anything else you guys want to talk about?
Karen's attack.
Karen's attack. Hold on, wait. I actually have no idea what you're talking about.
No?
Karen's?
Well, I mean, I know what a Karen is, but I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, I just made it up.
Well, I don't know. Well, you're talking about Karen, like that stereotypical like B word, right?
Yeah, can I talk to the manager? Yeah, that type of Karen.
Well, were you gonna follow up with anything, or you just like?
I just throwing out random subjects.
All right, then. Well, Karens.
I thought you were gonna talk about like those people who tell you to go back to your own country or something.
Ooh,
Like those videos that have been coming out recently.
I
Really,
haven't
I
seen
haven't
any
heard
of
of
those.
those. Max, elaborate.
You haven't seen those?
No.
Explain, Max.
There's been a few.
How
There'll
do
be like
those
these
videos make
racist
you
old like
feel,
white
Max?
ladies.
Oh.
Go back to Europe. I don't know. Such a dumb argument.
How do those videos make you feel, Max?
That I was just like dumb. It's like
I don't know, but Karen's also remind me of Trump supporters. And I
Dude,
saw
straight
one
up,
video
Karens.
on
I feel like.
TikTok
Wait, what?
before I was rudely interrupted. Karen's remind me of Trump supporters. And I saw this one video on TikTok in which this
Sorry, what?
this person said, "Oh, 9/11 was Obama's fault. Obama wasn't. He was just on a
What the
vacation."
hell?
oh my god.
Yep.
9/11 was Obama's fault. That I haven't heard that
Mike,
one.
are you gonna get canceled for saying that?
Yeah, damn, I didn't realize someone could just clip that, huh? Well, yo, what if I clip it myself and cancel myself? Can I do that?
It's like you want to end your own podcast.
I don't know.
Wait, Michael, you haven't come up with a name for our subscribers.
Damn, actually, it's because I don't know what I'd call them. It's kind of hard to work with on my mind. What do I call them? What's up, brainers? Yeah, I'm not exactly creative. I don't
Leave
know.
suggestions down in the comments for what you want to be called.
Can I just call them
Um,
listeners? Like, it's nothing special. Just, you guys are my listeners.
minders, I don't know.
I don't have an audience yet, dude. I don't.
Well, 20 people, right?
About. Anyway, the coronavirus is coming back. Like, dude, I'm pretty sure everyone's heard about this. Cases are starting to spike again, and I've been seeing those memes about flattening the curve. Except they turned the thing into a half pipe.
Oh yeah.
I saw that. That was pretty good. I think that was on a PewDiePie video. No, wait, was it? I don't remember. But yeah, it's just crazy. And it's because people are starting to reopen, and people just wear your masks. Like, damn, that's like it's not that hard. We've all seen those pictures where they're saying like it doesn't drop your oxygen levels down. There's no excuse really. I mean, I actually hold on. I hate wearing masks because I have glasses, and when I wear a
They
mask,
fog up.
no, yes, but here's another thing. So when I wear masks, they like I don't know, do I just have a big head or something? Because they kind of pull my ears like forward a little bit, like the strap, and so my glasses start to get really loose, and they're falling off my face every like 10 seconds, and it is the most annoying thing. Like I went to the store the other day with my mom, just to kind of help her out, and and like she gave me the mask, and I was like, okay, yeah. I didn't have this problem before. Like my old problem used to be the fogging up of the glasses, but then. You know how hard it is and like how stupid I look having to hold my glasses in place while I walk around? I don't know, dude. But yeah, be careful out there, guys. Like, don't be smart. Isn't it like illegal to not wear a mask out in public here in California?
I think so.
Like it's pretty
Right.
much required, right? And then of course
I
you have
actually
those.
don't mind wearing a mask. I think it's pretty easy.
Yeah.
People that can't handle it are chumps.
Oh no, that just reminded me. So my mom owns a parking lot, right? But so one day we got this guy coming with a van, and he just has this paper just taped on the side of it that says, "Coronavirus is a hoax. Wake up, sheeple. Turn
Wait,
off your TVs. The media's lying to you." And then he handed me this paper. Oh man. And he had all these websites where you can educate yourself about why the coronavirus is fake.
Damn.
Hmm. And he was like, he just had like a big cart of like science and like leaflets to pass out to people. Oh my god.
Damn.
I don't know, it's whack.
I don't get. Do people actually think the coronavirus is a hoax? Dude, like you can't. People lie, all right, but numbers don't.
Trump supporters. Trump supporters.
Bruh.
What about Trump
I
supporters?
kind of wanted to cough on him, but at the same time, like, what if he low-key
Max,
had
you're
it?
freaking savage. Hey, look, Max. Someone's gonna take that out of context and cancel you now.
Okay, but that is terrible what they're doing because that spreads misinformation about the virus.
Yeah.
Like, I think I saw this number like last week where 120,000 have died from it.
Yikes.
So it does like have an effect. I just remember like I saw the Orange County Courthouse was like having a meeting with people, and they're determining whether they should lift their restrictions on masks. And a lot of people are like, yeah, that's unconstitutional. It's restricting my freedom.
Wow.
Bro,
Wait.
what?
Wait.
Trump supporters.
No, but this weird because in the video there was this a guy and he brought his like World War II veteran grandpa, and he was like, he fought for your right to not wear a mask. Bro.
Well, this is America.
Yeah.
I think it's really triggering. Especially, I don't know if you guys have heard Trump saying that to slow down on the testing. Like, if you don't test, there's going to be no cases.
Oh my god.
That is...
Bruh.
Isn't that what like third world countries do to like be like, hey, look at us, we have low numbers, lol.
Isn't that what they're saying about China?
Yeah, that's what I was referring to, but I didn't want to say any names.
I don't know. But I saw like someone else tweet about parroting that. I was like, "Yo, Trump, I can figure out your immigration problem. Just stop counting all the people that come through the border."
There's something else I was gonna say. Oh, I feel like Mr. G right now. How he just hates on Trump.
Isn't that
Have
like
you seen
every
that clip?
teacher?
Or there's a TikTok sound of him saying that he loves Jewish people, very good with money, and people ask him if the J in his name stands for Jewish,
Oh.
to where he replies, it stands for genius.
How did we get here? How?
You know, honestly, I believe him.
No, I mean seriously, like how did we get to the point where half the population thinks the coronavirus is a hoax? People aren't wearing their masks. Karens run the country. Freaking Belle Delphine is ruling the simps and the internet. You have Trump as your
Actually,
president.
I disagree.
What?
I disagree with the Belle Delphine.
You disagree with the Belle? What do you mean?
You know how Avatar's trending right now?
Like the show?
Yeah.
Yeah, what about it? There
you-
it is.
Are you familiar with the Ty Lee character?
Oh, yeah, of course.
I think she has more Sims than Belle Delphine.
Well, I don't know. Maybe. No. Nah, I disagree. People straight up bought her bath water and
Yeah.
drank it, dude. Like, Tylee is just a cartoon. There's not much you can do with her. No, I'm not gonna put that into anyone's mind.
Michael, you're canceled.
Bro, I looked it up. She's 14.
Oh my god. But yeah. Dang, I don't know.
Well, I don't necessarily think it's wrong being a simp.
Says the
We have
boyfriend.
no choice but to simp.
Max, are you a simp?
Perhaps.
Care to explain?
I simp for Ariel.
Max is canceled.
Damn, you know, I feel like I can't even say anything anymore because I'm just gonna get canceled one day. Not looking
You know,
forward to
I
it.
think simp shaming. That's kind of weird because I feel like at least some females would like to be treated. Oh, I heard that in the background. Mike, you're gonna have to cut this part out.
Just because of that, I'm leaving it in. Today we feature Max's mom? Question mark.
He muted himself.
Damn.
I hope
Max
she
is
didn't hear
canceled.
me.
Yeah.
Max is canceled.
For
Yeah.
what? Having a mom.
Hey man, hey, just because you have a mom doesn't mean everyone else does. SMH, you gotta be more sensitive. Come on, Max.
You gotta publicly apologize.
In a 40-minute video?
Yes. Oh my god.
Oh man. Honestly, you know what? I think that's a good spot to wrap this episode up. Max is canceled by his mom. Alright.
Alright.
And that brings us to the conclusion of this week's episode. Thank you guys so much for listening to this podcast.
To the podcast.
It was awesome.
It was awesome having you, Max.
Max and Ariel, of course, this week. Hope you all have a wonderful 4th
of
July weekend. And with that being said, this
On my mind.
has been
on my mind.
See you next week.
See you next week.
Bye.